And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I am Cameron Woolley. So, another one of our live Yankee game reaction
Finally.
episodes, because the Yankees are currently playing their final game at Kauffman Stadium, trying to sweep the Kansas City Royals. Currently nothing in the bottom of the fourth as Nestor Cortez has walked the leadoff batter on 4 pitches. You know how much I hate walks, so you know how I feel about that. But
yes. They're on a roll.
yeah, they're doing great. And the Royals are a solid team.
They're a good team.
too.
Bobby Witt Jr., couple of great pitchers. Not bad. But taking 3 out of 4 so far.
Yeah.
Also not bad.
I mean, Bobby Witt Jr., they just put up, we're on the Bally broadcast right now. He's hitting .402 in his last 23 games. So Bobby Witt Jr. definitely living up to the billing as a former top 5 prospect in the game. And this Yankee team has been on a roll lately. I mean, more of the same. I mean, like, Aaron Judge is somehow outperforming his 2022 historic year where he broke the clean home run record.
Everything's firing, my friend.
Everything's
firing. Pitching, hitting, defense, and
it's been great.
It's frustrating me to no end.
Yeah, I mean, you're hot on our tail too.
Yeah. It just every time the Orioles win, I check the box score to see if the Yankees are going to lose. And lately they've been up like 10-1, and they're crushing the Royals this week. It's killing me, in a good way though. In a good way.
No, it's not killing you in a good way.
It is. Listen,
you'd want us to be in the ground. I want.
You know what?
I want you guys to just go away. Maybe that's because I'm a bad person and you're a good person.
Sure.
Like,
well, listen, the Orioles only 2.5 back, and next week.
Ground ball. Oh, damn it.
Next week, the Cameron Woolley Show series, and this one means something. This could
first
change.
time in a minute that the Cameron Woolley Show series actually
means something.
Means a lot. There are heavy implications with the upcoming series. How did he hit that?
That was like a Vlad Guerrero hit. That ball is almost on the ground. This is how good this kid is, man.
Oh my God.
He can hit anything right up the middle. That's just good back control.
I mean, jeez. I mean, I really want the Yankees to win this game just for a litany of reasons. Like, I have sort of milestones that I want this team to hit until they really prove to me that they're different.
Okay, and what's the milestone you're looking for right now?
A milestone that I'm looking for, they've won the first 3 games.
Okay.
It's very specific. The Royals right now, they're a feel-good team. And in the last few years, the feel-good teams have gotten the better of the Yankees.
Sure.
You know, the Tampa Bay Rays, before they were disgraced, the Houston Astros. Mm-hmm. The Guardians almost knocked them off in 2022.
Right.
Like the Boston Red Sox. Like, there are some big-time, the feel-good teams that everybody roots for, who everybody specifically wants to see beat the Yankees.
Okay.
The Royals are one of those teams.
Okay.
The Yankees have done nothing short, but they've done nothing short of embarrass and humiliate and pulverize them for the first 3 games in their home ballpark in the series. Now, this game remains to be seen. In half an hour, I could be ranting about how much this team sucks and how much I don't trust them. But what they've been doing, they went in and they just saw their feel-good story, because they're the bad guys. No matter how often they lose,
Evil
they
Empire
will always be the bad guys. They've made a lot of enemies over the last 100 years.
They have.
And
yes.
They want to...
I've got no love for them.
Everyone prays on their downfall.
Sure.
When you go into a series like this, when you're the Yankees, when the Yankees are good, they take these feel-good stories and they just rip their heads off.
Yes.
Straight up, just... Remember the Mariners in 2000 and in 2001 when the Mariners won 116 games?
Yeah.
Then the
Unstoppable.
Then the ALCS, the Yankees just took care of them in 5 or 6.
Like it was nothing, yes.
That's what the Yankees have got to do. That is what I've seen the first 3 games of this series. Now, I specifically want it to be a sweep because I want no moral victories coming out of this. Like, if you lose the series but you win the last game, it doesn't really feel like you lost the series.
Sure.
And kind of like in a 3-game set. Like, with this past weekend, the Yankees against the Dodgers, granted it was without Soto. They lost the first 2 games. Everyone was really, like, a little weary. Everyone was like, what's going on? Maybe this... everyone was saying, this team's not that different.
Right.
And then they win the final game on Sunday Night Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, people are like, okay. You know what? We won the last game of the series. The first game was in extras. Who knows? Maybe if we had Soto, we end up winning that game. But, you come out of that with a little bit of a moral victory.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I don't want the Royals to feel that. I don't want their fans who have been given a feel-good story and a feel-good team to have the happiness and the joy of taking a game off the big bad Yankees.
Right.
Because I'm a Yankee fan. I am willing to accept. Oh man, that's in the gap. That's trouble. God
And
damn
that's going to
it.
score a run.
That's going to score a run.
And they're sending Witt because he can run. 2 runs are in. Witt scores all the way from
so
first.
like, and see what's happening here is that, like that is what I was about to get to the point. That's good for baseball.
Okay.
I'm willing to accept whatever is good for baseball is bad for the Yankees. I've seen this play out so many times. Last year, everyone was like, "Oh my god, man, baseball's so fun." Everything says like. Is it a coincidence that the Yankees sucked last year and then you had
baseball's fun?
And then you had the entirety of baseball Twitter saying that baseball's fun. The Orioles won 100 games. That's a good thing for the game.
I had a lot of fun last year.
I
had a lot of fun last year. I don't know what you're talking about.
Until the playoffs.
Well, sure. Hey, they lost to the champions. What are you going to do?
But my point is, and I said this before, whenever the Yankees win, it's bad for baseball and it's bad for fun. I am, at least in the eyes of the greater baseball community, I am a hater of fun.
Okay.
I want I want
no fun.
I want the majority of the baseball world to be sad.
Okay.
I want I've said this. I don't care if viewership goes down. I don't care if they have the worst numbers since the coming off the heels of the '94 strike. As long as the Yankees win, I don't care. I don't care. And it's a coincidence whenever the Yankees are doing well, all of a sudden everyone talks about how many problems the major leagues have and how bad things are really. Oh my God, Salvador.
I got him.
The way you got thrown out there.
I got him.
Oh my God.
Even after a bobble. Well, he's
Salvador, he's slow.
Well,
he's been slow. Every single time he makes an out against the Yankees, it's a miracle. This guy has been a Yankee killer for his entire career. That wasn't bobbled. He just stumbled.
He just hit that ball so hard that it
knocked it. Oh, he was in hit stun.
Yeah,
he was in hit stun.
Yeah, good thing. I don't know if he's catching or DHing today, but he's not a speedy guy. Salvador Perez.
I don't know if Perez is still catching or DHing.
I didn't look, but either way, yeah.
All I know is he is. I know he's having a bit of a resurgence this year.
Oh yeah, he's doing real well.
But again, that's a feel-good story. The Yankees are typically the antithesis of feel-good stories.
There you go. You got 2 quick outs.
And when of course, it always happens after the other team scores a couple runs, the pitcher magically figures it out. Is that just me? Or is that a thing that you see while watching your team?
I think that's just a mentality where you get so pissed off that you pitch better. Or
you just kind of check it. You relax. You relax because you're kind of just in a little glum. You're kind of and then you play well.
Right.
Because you're not really thinking about it.
Or you don't. You give up more runs, and that's
right. They'll see like that. Like after they score a couple runs off the. I think that was Vinny Pasquantino. Dude, he sounds like a Yankee. He's got to be a Yankee.
He's got an Italian last name.
And his first name is Vinny.
Yeah.
He's Italian. He's Italian. I wouldn't be shocked if he still lives with his parents.
Right.
But like Tommy DeVito.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's from New York.
Eggplant parm,
Like
everybody.
around here, eggplant parm, Sunday gravy with the prosciutto.
Yeah, Sunday sauce, prosciutto, branzino, gabagool, yes.
Veal.
Yeah, veal. Yeah, I don't think they have any of that in Kansas City. It's
They have
they have barbecue.
They have amazing barbecue.
Yeah, it's so good.
Like I was watching the game last night, and it was Ryan Ruocco and Justin Shackle going to a barbecue joint. And I'm like, oh my god, those ribs look so good.
I've been to all those barbecue joints. I assure you,
they look amazing.
Yeah. Smoked meats, man.
Dude, smoked meat. Dude, no, my mom's got a smoker in the backyard. She's made some ribs.
Oh man, you got that big green egg back there?
Not a big green
egg. Not
egg.
The green egg.
I know she gets things from clients all the time.
Oh, nice. Smoker. All right.
It's like ribs, wings, brisket.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's like 5 days worth of food.
so like do it. Why not? Why do one? Well, you can do 5.
I could eat 5 days worth of food in a single sit.
I ate 5 days worth of smoked meats.
Yeah, like
pulled pork, brisket,
single
ribs.
sit, like no problem. You could put a platter on this table.
Barbecue chicken. Oh yeah. We've eaten on the show several times.
We've had spreads.
We had tacos, we had donuts, we had the pizza. I think, did we get burgers once? I can't remember. We got McDonald's burgers that. I remember DoorDashing the tacos.
Yeah, you DoorDashed the tacos.
Was it the Mookie Betts?
Like Mookie Betts stole a base in the COVID World Series.
Yes. And you get free tacos.
And we got tacos, and that was when I was exposed to the Diablo sauce, and I started
sniffling. Coughing.
I started sniffling, coughing, and crying.
Right. Yeah.
In the middle of the recording. Like that video is still up somewhere.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's in the archives.
Yeah.
The catacombs.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Mustard. All right, Mustard wins the race.
I say this every single time the Yankees play at Kauffman Stadium, but my God, that stadium is beautiful.
It's pretty cool. I've never been.
I would love to go.
But they're the city of fountains. They have like I don't know. They have like 200 fountains in that city.
I want to jump into those fountains in left center.
Okay, well, funny you should mention that because that would probably get you banned from the stadium, just like this guy did. Remember this? Did you see the clip of the Reds fan who ran out in the stadium, did the black fit, and then got tased? Oh, okay. Well, before we get back to the game, let's see. We got a good video here.
God.
I guess I'll show you this one. Here's a fan running out on the. Wow, you didn't see this video. This fan is running on the field. Talking to the center fielder, runs back. Here comes security. From security, I'm going to do a backflip. Okay, now running and bam, he gets hit with a taser and he goes down.
Ooh. You think those security guys would be able to run fast?
Yeah, and then here's a little sequence here. He's happy, does a backflip, bam, tased in the back. And the end of the story here. Him in court. He goes to court the next day, still in his
that's goated.
That's
goated.
His Reds jersey.
That's so raw.
Yeah. So he's facing probably a $10,000 fine and a ban from every Major League Baseball stadium, which
includes Great American Ballpark. So
right.
You can't go to a Reds game.
Yeah, moral of the story here is don't run out on the field. I would not want to be banned from every Major League Baseball stadium for life. I like baseball too much.
Yeah. The Yankees are about to get no hit through 5 innings. What the hell?
I got nothing.
That would really wipe away the first 3 games.
That would be a good feel good. That would be a good feel good story right there.
That would be a feel good story. That would be good for baseball.
Yes.
I was like, that's another thing like I don't understand about Yankees. Like I'll see a few Yankee Twitter accounts who are just positive about everything in baseball. It's like, dude, why would you love the rest of baseball when the rest of baseball hates you? It's like I dislike a majority of the teams in MLB.
We've heard all about it, yes.
Like I dislike a majority of the teams because they dislike us.
Yes.
Like there are 30 teams in the bigs, or there are 29 excluding the Yankees.
Okay.
I'm sure at least 25 of them hate us. Or they have a reason to have beef with us.
Wait, what are the 4 that don't?
I don't know. There's probably like
the Cubs?
Like the Cubs, the Brewers. Although the Cubs probably hate us because like they went 100 years with that. Like after the Yankees have been
LeMahieu.
The Yankees have been no hit through 5 innings. But pretty much like I don't know, like if you, I mean, like the Cubs probably hate the Yankees because in their 108 years after 1908, the Yankees won 27 championships.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there's some hate and resentment built
All
up.
right. Let's see. The Marlins.
'03.
Good point.
And
Okay.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh,
And how Derek Jeter kind of messed up that team.
right. Oakland A's.
Giambi.
That's right.
Like
Okay,
how,
sure,
the,
sure.
the antithesis of Moneyball.
Right.
The whole the
Okay.
Yankees were the bad guys in Moneyball.
Right.
Like as much as I love that movie, the Yankees are the unspoken bad guy.
Right. I mean, I can't.
No. Go up and down the standings right now, and I'll give you a reason. I'll give a reason to most teams as to why they would hate it.
Okay.
AL East doesn't even need
All
to be
of
said.
them. Okay.
Like the Orioles, like we're everybody in the AL East mortal nemesis.
Yes.
Cleveland, we have a bit of a playoff history with Cleveland.
Sure.
Kansas City, the 70s.
Okay. The 70s. The Pine Tar game.
Yes.
The Pine Tar
Yeah,
game.
George Brett. Dude, the Yankees and the Royals were in the ALCS every year in the 70s.
It's true. Okay.
The Tins,
Yes.
take a look at the last 20 years.
Okay. Detroit.
The Tigers, we
beat them
played
in the
them in
playoffs
the
in what,
but
04 or 14? Or what?
we've played them in the ALCS a few
Right.
times. They've beaten us. Like the Tigers in the modern era own us, but like we have a playoff history with
Sure.
them.
White Sox?
The White Sox, I don't really know why the White Sox.
Okay, we'll put them as one of the four then.
Okay, one of the maybes.
Okay. All right.
The Mariners are one of the good guys of baseball. That's why that and the 2000s.
Sure.
Like the Mariners are one of the good guys of baseball. The Yankees are one of the bad guys.
Okay. Texas.
Texas, the Yankees have a bit of a playoff history with
Sure.
them, and A-Rod.
Astros. No
A-Rod.
need. No.
Like, the
enough
Astros,
said.
no need.
Cheaters. Angels.
Angels, Yankees have a bit of a playoff history with
Okay.
them.
And the A's back in the way back.
Like the A's.
Way back.
Actually, in the 2000s, the Yankees squared up with them.
Sure.
I think in '01, the Yankees beat them. That was the flip play.
Yeah. Yes.
And on top
Was
of the
a flip
Yankees
play.
being the bad guys of Moneyball.
Right.
The Phillies, 2009, and New York and Philadelphia
Sure.
just naturally hate each other.
Of course. Atlanta.
Atlanta, the 90s.
Okay. Fair enough.
The Nationals?
Yeah, they might be one of the four.
Yeah,
I got
okay,
nothing against the
I'll put
Nationals.
the Nationals
Okay,
there
that's
as a
number
team
2.
that doesn't really have a reason to hate the. I mean, maybe Soto, but no.
Nah,
the Nationals,
that's a stretch.
Nash fans
That's
have
a
no reason.
stretch.
The Mets fans just hate the Yankees
Sure,
because that New York that
Yeah.
they're shoved in their face. The Marlins, 03, and the Derek Jeter tenure where
Sure,
he sort of
okay.
blew up the team.
All right. Brewers.
The Brewers don't really see a big reason for the Brewers to hate the Yankees.
Sure.
The
All right.
Cubs, I just went over that, the 108 years.
Right. Reds.
The Reds. I mean, they played in the
you know,
World Series once in
Sure. Any
75.
70s,
Like
Big Red
75,
Machine.
the Big Red Machine swept the. Granted, that was the year before Reggie got there.
Sure.
But the Red, like, nobody was beating the Big Red Machine.
No. Nobody.
Cardinals? I don't know why the Cardinals would. Well, the Cardinals are a classy fan base.
Sure.
They gave a standing ovation to Paul Skeens
Yes. Very good.
after shoving, which is unimaginable to me. I don't know why you would give a guy on a division rival a standing
Right,
ovation.
no.
That would get you thrown in prison on the East Coast.
Yes, it would.
The Pirates, the Yankees kind of treat the Pirates like their farm
Yeah.
team.
Yes. All right. Dodgers.
Dodgers, actually, there's a bit of a alliance between the Yankees and the Dodgers because, the Dodgers the Dodgers and the Yankees are kind of in similar boat. I can relate to the Dodgers
Okay.
a lot. Everyone
Okay.
hates them. Everyone wants them to lose.
Well,
The Padres, I guess the Soto trade
sure.
and the 98 series.
Okay. Giants.
Arson Judge.
Okay.
Diamondbacks, 2001.
Judge.
And Colorado
Colorado.
Rocky. The Rockies have never been good enough to play the Yankees in the
Yeah.
World Series.
This might be the fourth team. Okay.
Okay.
Rockies, Cards, Nationals.
Okay, Rockies, Cards,
And-
Brewers, Nationals, White Sox.
Okay. All right.
5 teams.
Okay.
5 teams out of the remaining 29 in the major leagues that don't hate the Yankees or don't have a reason to hate the Yankees.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the game. Men on third, 2 outs.
Right field. Soto's got that.
Got that.
This is just an uneventful kind of game.
Threat
ended. This is, I mean, as long as the Yankees get 1 hit, I don't care about what happens here. But
I mean, ultimately, you want them to win. They're only 2. It's only 2-zip.
It's not bad.
That can change very quickly.
I mean, yeah.
With this team,
with this lineup, especially with the top of the order
very
coming
quickly.
up, I'm not missing an Aaron Judge at bat.
No.
Dude, he is slugging 700 this year.
That's insane.
You know what? The last time.
Why are they even throwing?
The last time someone did that in a season.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, 2004. Granted, on juice.
Sure. Lots of juice.
Like, he was juiced. Like, I haven't done research on this yet, but I think the last Yankee to slug 700 in a season was Mantle.
It had to be.
And Judge has drawn a lot of comparisons to
Mickey Mantle.
To Mick. He's.
I mean, if he can.
I mean, like, he is, in my opinion, he's the best homegrown Yankee player overall since.
Is Mickey Mantle?
In terms of production, dude, Jeter was never this productive.
No.
Jeter was never this productive.
No.
Munson was never this productive. Mattingly was never this productive.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody who.
Like, think about it. Granted, Mantle. Imagine if Mickey Mantle had 2 healthy knees.
Yes, and didn't drink. Yes.
I mean, everybody drank back then.
Well, he drank a lot. Come on, he had to have his liver replaced. Come on.
There's a reason.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. Come on.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah.
I mean, he died young too. It's like his early 60s.
Yeah.
Right?
No, if that's all he did, then more power to him. And he can hit home runs like that. And he hit home runs hungover. More power to him, man. But alcohol's not illegal. However, did it affect his production? Who can say? I'm gonna guess yes, that he probably may have been more productive, but whatever. But yes, the most potent hitter since Mantle. That's pretty good title.
I mean, I would say, yeah. Like, in terms of just production.
Yeah, I don't even know why teams are throwing to him at this point. Right now, crazy. And
5.1 no-hit innings.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm starting to get weary.
If they're
please.
no hit through 6, then I would start sweating. How many innings before the MLB app puts up the little no hitter thing under the score?
I think after this inning.
6?
I think after
I'm going to
this
see if they did it. They put it up yet. And it's up. I have it on there already. It says,
yep.
That was a 6. If you check the MLB app, usually they put up a little red no hitter thing.
Oh my God, dude! And he's hanging curveballs.
Yes, these are curveballs that can easily be taken out. They must look really deceptive.
Like, what ERA did this guy have coming into this game? What was his ERA coming into this?
Great question.
It couldn't be that good.
It's a great question, Cameron. Well, let's see if we can find out here.
I'm assuming it's high.
3.72. So this is respectable. Alec Marsh, 26 years old, 5-3, 3.74 ERA. 65 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, whip of 1.11. So,
I mean,
not bad.
I mean, he's allowing on average over a base runner in an inning.
Not bad. Now his career ERA is 4.78. It's an 8-12 career record.
I mean, here's the thing: the Yankees can figure out good pitching. They cannot figure out bad pitching. It's been a thing for a while. It's like they can mash off good pitchers.
Sure.
Although Yoshi Yamamoto had his way with this team.
Yeah, I guess he's figured out American baseball, huh?
After his disaster of a start in Seoul.
Yes. I'd say he was just jet lagged.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, dude, he's used to that territory, though.
Yeah, but he's adjusted to. He was at an LA time at the time of the final. I don't know. I can't explain it. But yeah, everyone. I love that everyone wrote him off already too after that first game. It's like that's it. He's a bust. What a waste of money.
That's how sports fans work, though.
Fickle. We're very fickle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're insane. Oh, Grisham fly ball. Oh, dude, that's just
fly it out.
God. Just
left.
Have one find outfield grass.
Yes.
Just have one.
Yes. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if they get through 6, then I'll start sweating. I would start sweating.
Dude, I'm sweating. I was just talking about putting down feel-good stories. This is the feel-good story of feel-good stories. The small market upstart Kansas City Royals who've sucked for the last 10 years, getting a no-hitter against the big bad Yankees. Come on.
Pitch count as 76, so he's well within range. Pitch count very low right now.
Dude, come on, Anthony Volpe. Dude, come on. Just poke one the right field. Dude.
Right. 0-2 count.
Dude, please.
0-2 count. And here we go.
A no-hitter is worth like 3 wins morally. Like 4 or 5.
Maybe more.
Oh my God, he struck out on...
No, foul ball.
Oh no, he fouled off.
Foul ball.
The screen's a little small. It's funny because I have 20/20 vision.
Sorry, the screen's dirty. I'll blame that. I haven't wiped down this computer.
Who the hell cleans their computer screens?
I should.
I know I have.
I should.
Well, I'm afraid of cleaning it because there he waves and misses a
struck him out.
Oh my
All right,
God.
No hit.
Oh my God, dude. No hitter. Hey, this guy has a no hitter through 6 innings.
He does.
He has a no hitter through 6 innings, guys. Hey, everybody, look. No hitter. No hitter. Alec Marsh is no hitting the New York Yankees through 6 innings.
Wow.
Come on. I'm speaking this into existence right now.
So 70. He's at 78 pitches. So pitch count very low. This could happen, ladies and gentlemen. You could be witnessing a live flip out here. For sure. Could be.
Oh, in hockey news, the Rangers have signed Capo Caco to a 1-year extension.
Okay. Godspeed. How much? Did it say how much?
It's probably like close to the minimum.
Okay.
It just came out a minute ago. I saw it on the NHL.
All right, their fortunes are going to change, ladies and gentlemen.
The Rangers made it to the conference final this year. Although, did they win the cup? It doesn't matter.
Did they win the cup? Doesn't matter.
I'm quoting their goaltender.
I'm telling the goaltender after the Devils beat them last year, yes.
Yeah, well, I guess this is a good time to talk about the Cup Finals for a little bit.
Yeah,
the Florida Panthers have been
dominant,
dominant. The Edmonton or the Edmonton McDrysidles.
Yes,
my apologies.
Yes,
I recently went on my friend Robbie Basil's podcast, who I've done work with.
Yeah,
remember that name, Robbie Basil. He's brilliant. He's a fellow Iona student.
Okay, it's got a cool name. Okay.
I mean, he's really cool. He's chill. I went on. I said that the Panthers are probably winning the series in 5, and as of right now, it looks like they're gonna run Edmonton.
You're giving him 5 after this. You said that before.
I said that the day of game 1, and all we've seen is just domination.
Yeah.
Just utter, just fundamental perfection from this team. I mean, Paul Maurice has done a hell of a job with that team. I mean, they play a style of hockey that just suits everything. They have skill, they have toughness, they have a great forecheck, they have a sound defensive system that works for the players that were brought in there.
Got a great goaltender.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Was he taking? Did he start eating mingies? What's going on here?
Dude, Sergei Bobrovsky in the playoffs the last couple of years, he's been eating his mingies.
Yeah.
He's been eating a lot of mingies.
I mean, I've been watching him since Columbus. He's a good goaltender, and now he's like elite, great.
I mean, he was elite in Columbus. He won 2 Vezinas.
Good point.
When he played for the Blue Jackets.
Good point.
He was fantastic, and then he signed that big deal with the Panthers. looked like a total waste the first couple of 3 years, and then last year they make the first run of the Cup final, and then this year they're probably going to win the Cup, and Bobrovsky he's only given up 1 goal through 2 games. He pitched a shutout in game 1.
Yeah, set the tone right there for sure. But yeah, that guy. He's doing great. I hope he likes. Hope he's got enough strength to lift that cup in a couple days.
I mean,
You think he'll go 5?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I gotta give Edmonton at least 1.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can't say they're gonna outright sweep. I mean, 2 games at home. The Connor McDavid.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, this could be a sweep.
Yeah. But
I'm giving the Oilers 1 game.
They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of talent.
Yeah, but they're top heavy.
I know. We've always said that.
I mean, look at their depth or lack thereof. Like, sure, Adam Henrique is solid, but I mean, he's on his back 9. Oh, I'm saying this as I want the Devils
to re-sign him. Do you
go after Adam
really?
Henrique and free? Dude, I mean,
you want him back
in the bottom 6? Of course, I want him.
How old is that guy now?
He's in his He's getting up there. He's in his 30s.
I keep forgetting that.
2012 was 12 years.
I can't. Doesn't seem like that though, which is insane. It seems like it was yesterday.
Yeah, where we were. Imagine if this show was a thing during the 2012 run.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, we'd be miserable at this point in the year.
Yes, we were very.
Because I think that series ended on the 11th.
Right.
In Game 6 at the time Staples Center.
Yes. Yeah, that was tough to watch. Kovalchuk, he hit the post.
He hit the post in
overtime.
And then Mark Fane.
Yes,
Mark Fane fanned on the wide open net.
Right, and then
the Steve Bernier 5-minute major on Rob Scuderi, which I know there's also controversy behind that. I mean, any big call in a playoff game is going to have some people saying that it shouldn't have been called.
Right. Every time.
Like I hear other Devils fans swearing that a little bit before someone on the Kings landed a hit on somebody. Maybe it was like Gianta, because I'm like that. I'm just thinking about that Bernier line.
Yeah.
Which in the playoffs killed it that year, but nobody remembers it because Steve Bernier's career is defined by that penalty.
Yes, unfortunately.
I mean, who knows if that penalty doesn't happen? Maybe they win that game, and then they end up.
But we'll never know. There goes a runner.
No, I think if Game 7 ends up at the Rock in that series, I think the Devils end up winning. I'm just being straight up. I mean, Game 7 of the Cup final, Marty Brodeur, the one time he was in there, he shut out the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim.
We'll never know, unfortunately. We can only look to the future.
So what?
However, as a sports fan, we're always looking at
that. As a sports fan, we're always looking at things that could have happened.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. October is right around the corner, my friend.
It's 4 months. We're about 4 months away from hockey season. We're only a couple weeks away from the draft, and I know the Devils have been in some rumors here and there about goaltending. No, Jacob Markstrom. I wouldn't be crazy about him coming to this team because he's older. He only had like a .905 save percentage.
No.
But as an in-season move when he's playing well, I like it.
Yeah.
But as an off-season trade, I really don't.
Need someone in that net.
They need someone established and really, really, really good. If this team's serious about winning the Cup, Tom Fitzgerald, the last thing he should be doing is cheaping out on goaltending.
I agree.
And that 10th overall pick is a hell of an asset.
I also agree with that. So, yes.
And there's also some stuff about maybe the Devils trading because the Predators are looking to hang on to UC Saros for the long term. Yaroslav Askarov, that leaves him sort of hanging in the balance of things. over there. So maybe the Devils are gonna make a move for him, although they kept their goalie coach for some reason. And young goaltender with bad coach, or young goaltender plus bad coach, doesn't equal
Good goaltender.
good player.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Oh, they got and they got him.
yeah, they pick him off.
Picked him off.
Bobby Witt Jr. He got all.
Oh,
He's the manager. Manager, what's his face is.
what's his face?
I don't know.
I don't know his name. What's he arguing here?
He's old school, so he's wearing his uniform. Don't know what is it. He looks like a very.
Did they lose their challenge? Go for the challenge. He's about to get tossed from here. Is what's going to happen.
I mean, yeah. He's about to get tossed.
Yeah.
You walk all the way out to second base to give an ump the business. You're getting chucked out of the game.
And he's out.
There he is.
There he goes.
Oh, yep. I can make out what he said. I can make out what he said to that umpire after he got thrown out.
Right.
Yeah, he's yelling. Oh, he's taking a trip around the bases with this guy. I'm not even gonna try.
Quattaro. Is that a Q?
I think it's a D at the end. That's a very unfortunate last name.
All right.
If that's a D at the end.
Yeah.
He looked. Dude, he was out.
Oh,
What
he
are
was-
you?
he was-
Oh,
he
he
was
was blocking the
blocking the
bag.
base.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah. That's a.
Well, he
would have been out anyway.
Hard to say.
Hard
Hard to say with the oven mitt.
Hard
to say with the oven mitt.
I think he would have been out.
Wow, I guess that's not reviewable, or did they lose their challenge?
Yeah, he was blocking the bag right there.
He was. If that was home plate, yeah, they would have.
If that was home plate,
That would have been all over. Yeah,
they would have taken a look at that. But instead, it was like a pickoff. So I mean, ground up the middle, right to Gleyber Torres.
He is out. All right.
That throw looked a little high,
little lackadaisical.
off the hand.
That was a lob.
I'm like, oh no! Like I thought he was sailed it over Rizzo's head, which would not have helped Gleyber Torres' case with a certain demographic of Yankee fans.
Here we go into the top of the seventh.
But I had
9 outs from a no hitter.
I had other things I wanted to talk about, but nope. There's a no hitter going on right now.
What else are you going to talk about?
It's going to be happening to the Yankees.
What else are you going to talk about?
So I mean, screw whatever I was going to talk about next.
Right. Well, after this, they have the Red Sox, and then
At Fenway.
3 against the O's. Which, man, I wish I didn't check my schedule. I was like, man, what am I doing those days? Be fun to go to one of those. Ooh, free Tuesday night. I don't know. We've always talked about going to a game.
I'm sorry, the Destiny 2 is serious right now. Bro.
Oh, right. How's that going? So you got it downloaded.
Like after
you got through the queue.
After the disastrous launch. It launched at 1 p.m. I finally got to be able to consistently sink my teeth into the game at around 9.
Okay, you, Cameron Woolley, super fan. 8 hours later. Now, granted, we did come here and record, but you got in the queue before we got here, right?
I got into the queue before we got here.
Okay, then we recorded.
Then there was issues with the anti-cheat software that I had to dig deep into Twitter to find the solution for that.
Okay.
And then the servers, there were error codes everywhere.
Sure.
It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. But then
Can't imagine you thought it was going to be smooth, but all right.
And then I got in. I got to play the story. I got to play the campaign.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. And if you look at Metacritic right now, it's reflected there. It is, in terms of gameplay, it is nothing short of a masterpiece.
Okay.
The story is captivating. The characters are better than they've ever been. The gameplay is, I already said the gameplay, but the stuff they added in terms of quality of life and general mechanics and the new enemies and the new weapons, the new destination, it's just incredible. And in the way they sort of sent off. It was Destiny's version of Endgame.
Yeah.
Is the best way to say it. It was.
All right, those are high marks from you. A lifelong player.
No, I'm saying as in, like, it was the end of a massive saga that's lasted 10 years. And they closed it off, and it was emotionally captivating. It was. Up, Soto! Yes! Base hit! There we go!
All right. Broke up the no-hitter.
Oh, well, thank God!
Who else is going to do it but him?
Oh, I can forget that this game ever happened.
All right.
That is what I think every single time the Yankees break up a no-hitter. I'm like, okay, we might lose this game.
Solid, legit hit.
But you know what? Hey, I can forget this game ever happened. And now all of a sudden, you have the most intimidating hitter on the planet coming up with a runner on first. So now all of a sudden,
it's a game.
After you're cruising through 6 no-hit innings, you've got history on your mind, and now all of a sudden you allow a base hit to Juan Soto, and then you have a guy who can hit it to Kentucky.
Or at least into the fountains.
No, over those fountains. I think Judge has it in him. Say it over those fountains. You see, he's kind of pitching around them right now because why would you? Like, why would you hang something to him? Why would you challenge the guy? Although he struck out twice in this game. I mean, 2-0, you got to figure he's going to give him something to hit here.
You would think. And that's
that,
all right.
That was,
of course. Good pitch.
That was right there,
Good pitch. Good pitch.
After a no-hitter is over, I guess I can just appreciate how well this guy's pitching. No, it's just like I know I just went through the whole monologue. I hate the rest of baseball because the rest of baseball hates us. But and I guess I can appreciate that. And now all of a sudden, 3-1, Judge is in a hitter's count with a runner on first. You're only up by 2 runs, so the next pitch could completely wipe this fundamentally perfect game that you've been playing.
He's gonna walk him.
I mean, you gotta figure he's gotta walk him.
Why
you gotta hope, like, maybe throw him something low. Maybe he'll chop it on the ground.
No.
Oh, he waved at that.
Oh, did he go? It didn't look like he got.
No, he went.
All right.
I mean, he anticipated that he was gonna get something to hit because it was a 3-1 count.
Right.
John Scrabber, he's still in the league.
Yeah.
It's so funny when you see those journeyman relievers just go from team to team. And you know them because they were on division rivals. Oh, that was a juicy
meatball right there.
He got lucky. I think it was like
meatball.
What was the velocity?
96. It was fast.
96. Yeah, that's fast.
No, not something.
96. That's a
can't catch up.
Again, this is a scary situation.
It is
for a pitcher to be in.
It is. I'd throw him something borderline here, but that's just me.
Yeah. That's what you do here. I mean, you try and pick you're focusing on the runner in this situation. No. Okay, dude. Oh my God,
for a little bit.
He was down for a little bit. I'm like, no. He went down for a second there. I'm like, no.
Tore an ACL. Like he's good.
Every time I see Soto stop moving, or like look down towards the ground,
like no,
I'm like, oh, dude, that's ballsy.
88.
That is ballsy, dude. That should have. On most days, that
he would have cranked
450. That's a.
It's a hell of a pitch.
That's third strikeout for Judge today.
That's a hell of a pitch.
This is the World Series for Royals fans, by the way.
Yeah.
They think that like striking out Aaron Judge 3 times is their World Series.
Doesn't happen often.
Man, Judge strikes out in a quarter of his at bats. He has his career lowest K rate, although I'm sure that
right now
that's probably bumped up after this game.
That.
But I mean, Judge has just been about like this game notwithstanding. He's done a phenomenal job in terms of his plate discipline. I mean, and he's 32. Rarely do you see athletes in general progress this way in their early 30s.
Right.
The only exceptions I think I can make are the pocket passers of the 2000s, the Tom Brady's,
right.
the Manning brothers, the Drew Breeses, the Phillip Riverses of the world. Like those guys kind of got a little bit better with age once they got into the game long enough.
Right.
I feel like that's going to be an interesting thing with the NFL is how well this new age quarterback ages.
Right. How long does Mahomes go for? How long does Goff go for?
Okay, Goff is more of the quarterback that I just talked about.
Okay.
He's not much of a runner.
Mahomes, Allen.
I mean, he is like sure Jared Goff is the Flash compared to Eli Manning, but but if you remember, Eli Manning had his like best statistical year when he was in his early 30s. 2015 when he threw those 35 touchdowns. He was well into his 30s at that point.
Lieber Torres, 0 for 2.
After the leadoff single by Soto, a pair of strikeouts. I was listening on the radio, and Susan Waldman said that this guy was a strikeout pitcher. And also, I just want to say, like I was going to bring this up earlier, but I kind of got sidetracked by the whole no-hitter thing.
Yes.
I put the Yankee game on the radio, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, wait, it's not John Sterling.
Yeah.
As Glaber pops out to end the
Well, I mean, how often do you listen to games on the radio?
When I drive,
right,
which isn't too often. I mean, you can turn this off. I think this game's over at this point. This guy,
hey, I'll keep it on.
I mean, this guy's not giving up any runs. But no, I'm gonna get sidetracked if you.
They'll get him. They'll get to their bullpen, and then
I'm gonna get sidetracked if the game is on. And
all right, okay, I'll have it on in the background.
Okay, but basically what. Okay, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
I've seen some things on TikTok. I'm actually going to bring up the WNBA for a minute.
Okay, sure.
I don't know
Big news right now.
I don't know if you've seen some of that stuff happening.
I mean, Caitlin Clark basically being hated by the whole league, getting pushed around, and the media not helping things out. They like this narrative for whatever reason. And
okay, now I'm going to bring.
To me, it's baffling, but yes. What is your opinion on?
I'm going to bring this up for a second.
Okay.
I'm seeing these people treat Caitlin Clark like she's a supervillain. Meanwhile, she's done nothing but grow the women's game
by many percent.
By a large percent.
Yes.
This year,
Listen.
The women's March Madness was a bigger story than the men's tournament.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times that's happened in history? Never.
Yeah.
Before this year, the women's game took over the men's game.
Yes.
In college. Because there were no compelling storylines in the men's league. Meanwhile, the women, they had Caitlin Clark. Primarily Caitlin Clark. On top of that, you had Angel Reese and Cameron Brink. And I forgot, those are the only 3 WNBA, the only 3 of that class that I can name.
Yes, okay, but that's three more than you could have named. And I can only name
Cameron Brink because she's hot.
Right.
And I'm seeing all the and on Team USA. Team USA left Caitlin Clark off the roster for the Olympics because the Summer Olympics are happening this year.
Yes.
I always like when the Olympics come around because it's nice
competition. It's good.
Nice sports to have on in the background, and we usually dominate them.
Right.
And I like seeing my teams win.
Yeah, and there's some sports I like watching. Swimming, that's fun to watch.
Yeah, swimming.
Track and field, that's fun to watch.
After Usain Bolt retired, I don't really care that much about track and field. But my main point is after USA Basketball left Caitlin Clark off of the women's roster for the Olympics. The talking heads for the WNBA have just been dogpiling on her, saying, "Oh, she doesn't deserve to make it there. It's the meritocracy. Oh, it's not about marketing. It's not about money." That's that
What's
line,
it about then?
That line, that kills me so much. Because when have the talking heads of the WNBA ever talked about it without bringing up how underpaid they are? How much money they aren't getting paid compared to the men despite doing the same exact job. Although there are a litany of reasons why the WNBA players get paid less than the NBA guys.
There are many valid reasons.
There are many reasons that the people don't watch, people don't care.
Right.
I'm just going to be straight up. People don't care.
They don't buy tickets.
They don't care. They don't buy tickets. They don't go to the games. That's how
Yeah.
these sports teams make money.
Yeah, you don't get media deals if people don't watch. No. Yes. It's not that.
It's like
not rocket science.
The sudden switch up from your entire narrative being you don't get paid enough to all of a sudden going to, oh, it's not about the money, all because you hate one chick who's doing really well.
Yeah.
That is what that pisses me off so much. Because here's the thing. I'm proving my point right now by even talking about the WNBA on here.
Yes.
If it weren't, and Angel Reese, after having her teammate shove Caitlin Clark and being dirty and punching her in the face, and granted, those storylines are fun, but Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything.
Right.
She's just popular. She's the popular girl, and the other girls are jealous of her.
Right. But in this case, she's helping out those girls too, get more money. So like,
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Chartered flights, all this stuff, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's every game. Every game this is happening. And here's the point of how much Caitlin Clark is drawing to the WNBA.
Okay.
The Indiana Fever, from what I know, suck. They had the first overall pick for a very good reason.
Because they suck. Yeah.
And they still suck despite Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And that place is packed every night.
Yeah.
Not to watch the 9 other girls on the floor.
Right.
They're there to watch her. And her only, because she can jack up threes from the logo and hit them at a higher rate than anybody else on the planet.
Yes.
And the fact that she's done so much to grow the game, and they talk about how much they want to grow the game. No, they want them to grow the game. They want themselves to grow the game. They don't want anybody else taking the credit or anybody else getting the credit for growing the game.
Right.
And I saw these, like the hosts of The View saying that, which is a brain rot show in and of itself. they just, like this woman said that.
Why are you watching The View?
No, I heard.
Okay.
No, I heard this stuff. Why would I ever voluntarily watch it?
I don't know.
Why would I ever voluntarily watch it?
I don't know. I hope.
It was this girl saying that she's getting all the popularity and she's the face because she has white privilege and pretty privilege. Now, I'm not going to dispute that any of those two things exist.
Right, but she sucked. No one would care. So
I've experienced the upside of white privilege and I've experienced the downside of pretty privilege.
Sure.
So I'm
okay.
So I'm going to be straight up. Those two things are real.
Sure.
Those two things are not the reason why
Right.
Caitlin Clark is growing the WNBA.
No.
And it's just that they're trying to discredit her. And maybe this is a good thing for the sport. You have a bad guy. Every good sport needs a bad guy, and the WNBA hasn't really had a bad guy because nobody's cared enough about the WNBA to supplement a fan base.
Right, but she's not a villain though.
That has bad guys. And like everybody else in sports, we don't understand why they hate her so much.
Right.
I guess like she's the rookie. She's got to be roughed in a bit. That rookie who needs to be roughed in is your golden ticket to getting your salaries doubled.
Right.
Do you know how much, like...
Yeah, you guys want sponsors? there you go.
It's like Angel Reese has people showing up to her games because of Caitlin Clark.
Right.
That is the reason why people even know who Angel Reese is.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Caitlin Clark, nobody would know her name.
Right.
Same thing with Cameron Brink. Nobody would know her name, despite the fact that she's pretty and she's tall. She fits she checks 2 huge check marks for men my age because for some reason we're attracted to girls who can tower over us. I don't know why, but that's just a thing.
Yes.
But like, it makes no sense. I can't stand it. Like they just see her doing well, and it's only explanation I have is that they're jealous. They want to be the ones who have the spotlight. They want to be the ones who are credited with basically giving life to their league that the only reason it exists is because it gets subsidized by the league that actually makes money.
Right. So why all the hate then? Just jealous, pure jealousy.
Because they're jealous.
Right.
And I could go a lot deeper. I can make way more controversial statements.
Sure.
I can make way more controversial statements about that.
I think
about the psyche there, but
I think keep it to that.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. All I'm gonna say is watch Bill Burr's rant on the WNBA.
I'm impressed that you know 3 WNBA players' names.
I know 3 WNBA players' names because of one of them.
Right. Exactly. No, that's. I'm just saying that's impressive. But why Caitlin Clark? Give her some credit.
Like they're treating her like the bad guy because they're jealous.
Yeah, and why she's left off the Team USA roster is beyond me. So
you know how many eyes that would have brought? International appeal.
Right.
International appeal.
Yes. I can't explain it other than politics, which is asinine. But the best players on the roster.
Like all of a sudden.
But the best players on the roster.
Like all of a sudden they act like the WNBA is a meritocracy. All of a sudden they're treating their league like it's a meritocracy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it makes no sense. Absolutely no sense.
It is indeed insane. Yes. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to peek back in here. Okay, so you got a new pitcher in.
John Schreiber.
The
former Boston Red Sox, having a hell of a year, 2.57 year. Okay, I'm going to do my play-by-play practice here.
Okay. All right.
Drew Waters has subbed in right field. Nelson Velasquez, who grounded into a pair of double plays
to left
last night, came in the left. So the score, I can't see the score.
Dude,
probably show me it's still 2-0 Royals. Anthony Rizzo, who is 0 for 1 with, I believe, a walker. He reached in some way, shape, or form. That'll be the 0-1. Fly ball right field. Waters going back onto the track at the wall. It's gone.
Anthony Rizzo, who
I was just about to dunk on for sucking all year, hits a solo shot to break the shutout and put the Yankees on the board. 2-1 Kansas City. Wow.
Second pitch from Schreiber. Out. Hits it out.
Okay, my baseball play-by-play clearly needs a little bit of work. This one, sort of hanging, breaking ball. Rizzo looked like he got under it a little bit, but, maybe the warm air carried it a bit. Waters was setting up under it like he was about to settle it at the warning track, but that barely just cleared the wall.
If he had another 2 feet to go back, he would have had it.
So now it'll be DJ LeMahieu, a whole new ball game now. Sinker low and in, count 1-0. Now, Anthony Rizzo, a guy who's not really done all that much this year, hitting a solo shot right there. It's the type of production you want to see out of the worse off parts of your lineup as LeMahieu pops one foul into the netting. Count even at 1-1. And Rizzo's had a struggle of a year. He's been in a massive slump lately. Beating balls into the ground whenever he does lift them, they're pop-ups. And he's been a little spotty defensively as well, maybe showing that age, but really nice to see from him when he's one of those liked guys in the clubhouse as LeMahieu bounces one to second as he usually does for the first out of the inning. And one is down. I tell you, this is really weird doing this without a legit color commentator, but no, I haven't done baseball play-by-play at all. I can do Rocket League play-by-play, and I can do play-by-play for video games. That's been my profession. Now here is Austin Wells, 0 for 1 with a walk and a little bit of chin music up and in with the cutter. Count 1-0 to him.
And the overdone eye black. It's a sunny day.
A sunny day.
Not that sunny.
That's got to do something.
Not that sunny.
The 0-1 chopped foul. Count 1-1. Schreiber not really giving the Yankees anything to hit outside of that Rizzo homer. that
meatball
ball.
they served up to Anthony Rizzo. That's grandma's meatballs to go with that sauce.
And you know what Italians like to do to meatballs?
They like to crush them. Yes,
I can say that because I'm Italian.
yes. I can say that because I like meatballs.
Why are they saying the counts 1 and 2? Did they call one of those a strike?
I guess so.
The production people, and the 1-2 swung on and mid. Never mind, the count's even. Well,
Yep.
what the?
Yeah, there you go.
Graphics people
There
have
you
one
go.
job.
Yes.
Now, I don't understand. As someone who has been in a production room, who's been in a truck,
Yeah.
it can't be that hard. Anyways, the 2-2 to Wells. Swung on, grounded to the right side, bobbled,
but
throw the first.
he dropped it. Saved.
By Pasquantino at first, and all of a sudden the tying run is on in the form of the Yankee catcher Wells. Tough play. If Pasquantino hung on to it, Wells would have been out. A nice recovery by the Royal second baseman. Hit him right in the glove.
Heel of the glove.
Maybe the heel of the glove. It's a little tough to catch it there.
It's bounced
And
right out.
Pasquantino's an experienced first baseman as well, so you got to figure.
Reached a little bit too far for that
And
ball.
Wells, he runs all right for a catcher. As this brings up Trent Grisham, who the Yankee faithful hope doesn't ground into an inning-ending double play, as Jahmai Jones is the pinch runner subbing in for Austin Wells. The Yankees have the luxury of having Jose Trevino, the platinum glover, being able to come off the bench to fill in for him. Here's Trent Grisham at
Outside.
the plate as a first pitch ball outside to him. Maybe a little bit of a puzzling decision not to bring in a pinch hitter here. Maybe bring in Stanton, but Stanton doesn't really have good career numbers pinch hitting, so I understand why they did it. The 1-0. Strike
His top of the
on
strike
the
zone.
top of the zone, count 1-1.
Righty-lefty matchup.
Schreiber going with a little bit of a submarine delivery there. Grisham has grounded into a double play and flown out. And it'll be a 1-1 to Grisham. Strike on the low and inside corner, count 1-2. Now, Grisham, the one thing that you're supposed to do here is just not ground into a double play. I think that's the real goal here if you're Grisham. Just don't ground.
No double play.
Just don't end the inning here, especially with the top of the lineup due up next. You got Volpe, Judge, and Soto due up next. You just want to be able to turn the lineup over and get it to the heart of your order, who you can rely on to make some big plays. They had a 9th inning rally recently in San Francisco, and that
Way
pitch,
inside.
low and in, count 2-2. Grisham had to kind of get off his feet there.
Little dipsy do there to avoid the ball.
You got to wonder if those guys are just going to... There are some guys who just stand there and take it.
Hey, a hit by pitch is as good as a hit.
It's good as a walk. 2-2. Inside, count now full. If you're Schreiber here, you really don't want to walk Grisham.
Nope.
To get to the top of the order.
You do not want to put guys on.
You do
the
not.
top of
You
that.
don't really want to put guys on
No.
for the top of this Yankee
Absolutely
lineup.
do not. Full.
You got to figure they have somebody else warming up in the pen, but no, the righty-righty matchup, you're gonna have Volpe, the 3-2, lined in the right center field. That's gonna find Grass a base hit. Jones going around second. He will end up at third. Runners on the corners. It's a base hit for Trent Grisham, and the Yankees all of a sudden are set up here in the top of the 8th inning after not showing much of anything
2 on, 1 out.
through the first 3 quarters of this game. Just a beautiful piece of hitting by Grisham there.
went with the
Jones
ball.
was going on contact.
Went with the ball.
Really nice base running by him. All Volpe really needs to do is just get the ball deep enough in the air, in the outfield, and now tie the game as there is a mound visit for Schreiber, who is in a bit of trouble here as Volpe is at the plate.
A little bit of a pickle.
A little bit of a pickle for a high-leverage reliever.
And here comes the umpire to break up the mound meeting. And here we go.
I'm getting texts from my dad asking to play golf because I played my first round of golf like in a minute.
How'd it go?
I played a lot better than I thought I would.
Okay, you went 18?
No, I went 9.
9.
It was a little course,
Okay.
little 9-hole course around here, but there were par 4s and par 5s that I haven't dealt with, like, ever. Now I get it. It's like I played one round of golf, now I'm obsessed with it. I'm getting it on TikTok everywhere. And now here is Anthony Volpe with runners on first and third. Shows bunt. Shows bunt. He's fast enough to do it.
But safety squeeze?
I'm not super wild. I mean, that brings the infield in.
Yep.
Definitely. Now Volpe ahead in the count. There are some favorable stat splits there as Schreiber deals. Inside count 2-0. You really don't want to walk Volpe here. This is just... The Royals were in cruise control for this entire game. Marsh had a no-hitter going through 6 before Soto, the guy on deck, broke it up in the 7th. As Schreiber looks back at first to pin Grisham down. Volpe claiming that there's a balk there, and now Boone going out to the mound as he claims to know what a balk is.
Yes. Let's check the replay here.
You can't review a balk. Was he set? I mean, that's not, he sort of pump fake. You're allowed to do that, though, right?
I think so.
Anyways, the 2-0 to Volpe on its way. Swung on and missed. 2-1. It was probably going to be a ball if he didn't swing, but if you're Volpe, the one thing you gotta do, same thing as Grisham in the last at bat, just don't put this ball on the ground. As
the way is
that
count even up at 2-2.
All right. The 2-2 to Volpe. Outside count full. This is biggest pitch of the game coming up right here. This is a huge pitch. Because you have that guy on deck. The freakishly talented superstar who has another freakishly talented superstar behind him.
Yep.
So the payoff to Volpe, huge pitch coming. On its way. Grounded. It'll get the run in, and it won't be a double play. The game is tied as Jones scores on the sac ground out by Anthony Volpe.
Like a swinging bunt. It worked out perfectly.
You're not going to double up Volpe.
Nope. Boop, just a little.
Off the end of the bat there. I said Volpe shouldn't put the ball on the ground, but no, you weren't going to double him up. And now,
in this case, it scores a run.
Now, you get the runner at second with 2 outs with Soto coming up.
And we'll have a pitching change. As the Yankees go from being almost no hit to tying up the game.
Yeah, this game tied in the top of the 8th, man. This is what I like. Putting down feel-good stories like this. Dude, Soto.
Now you're happy.
Dude, if Soto just puts one into the fountains here, I'm going to go crazy.
Which he could. Scoring update, the Orioles have just lost to the Braves 6-3. So the Yankees could gain another game if they win this one. Which frustrates me to no end.
Yeah, I'm hoping this game gets wrapped up relatively quickly. I got a tea time in a couple hours.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
Yep, I'm a golfer now.
Welcome to summer.
Yep, welcome to being
this
an
is
adult.
Exactly why I don't start playing, because I know I'll get hooked on it.
You'll get obsessed.
It's one,
like you hit one good shot, which is what I did.
Life.
Which is what I did. Like
what kind of shot was it?
It was a tee shot on a par 5, and it's a tough fairway to stay on too. And
Was it got dog leg hooks to the right?
No, it was a crowned fairway. So if you
Okay.
don't hit it, like
Straight?
right, if you
Pin
don't
straight.
hit it straight, it rolls off.
Okay.
So it's a tough course too. Like the greens are small and they're fast. So like the short game is a issue, especially
Okay.
for someone who's never really played.
Right. It doesn't have a great short game.
But not like it was fifth hole, par 5. I just like I hit this thing straight, and I mean I get all of it. I tattoo this ball, and it's just right down the middle, and I just sit there and I go to my dad. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, this is it, right? This is how it starts. Just one shot that I just think about for days and days on it, years.
And the answer is yes.
I've started hitting practice balls in my backyard. As here's Soto. Oh man, dude, he was trying to put that.
He was trying to win the game.
He was trying to send that to Tatooine, bro. Oh my god. Tell you, speaking of Star Wars, dude, the Acolyte getting dunked
They're
on.
getting crushed. I haven't seen it yet.
I don't want to see it.
I will watch it.
Like I've heard awful things about it.
I will definitely watch
Like
it.
I've heard it's the worst thing like ever. Although every ground up, base hit, go, yeah, Soto.
Tagged out his second.
Oh, he's tagged out second, but you know what? I mean, maybe he just. I don't care. Oh, maybe he's gonna take a look at it. He
Challenge?
didn't look out.
The challenge?
They're gonna go to commercial break. They're gonna take a. They're taking a look at it in the dugout.
Yep.
They want a challenge.
They didn't.
He's safe. He's safe. No. That glove didn't hit him. That glove did not hit
he's
him.
still on the base? He's still on the base.
Yeah, he's staying on the back. No, he's
right.
safe. He's safe. That glove did not hit him. Although not the best camera angle in the world, but
Nope.
It's funny, with all these reviews, all these parks have a million cameras, yet they don't have one that shows the right angle of the play that they're reviewing.
Right.
At least the one that's shown on TV.
Yeah, well, at least New York gets all the angles, so. But from what we saw, it looked very safe to me.
I mean, he looks safe. I mean, my God, dude. Soto, it's like every time he comes up in a close, tense situation, he just delivers.
Yeah, good pickup.
Every single time he just comes up. I mean, I'm supposed to believe that the Yankees want to let this guy go? No! There is no way on earth, like, the Yankees shouldn't let him go. Just for the fact that it would be the biggest PR disaster that
All it takes is money.
that would
it.
hit this team.
All it takes is money.
You think the Yankees don't have money?
They have money.
They
money.
got more money
They have
than
money.
everybody.
They
I
have
don't care.
money. They
I
don't-
don't care how much money Steve Cohen has with the Mets. The Yankees make more money than anybody. The Dodgers probably have more revenue than the Yankees now because of Ohtani. Because Ohtani just has an entire continent behind him. Like he's got, except maybe minus North Korea and China. China doesn't really care about baseball.
No.
I know Japan does baseball better than any country on earth.
I agree.
South Korea loves baseball.
Bam.
I mean, South Korea is just.
Right through the infield.
I mean, South Korea is just awesome in general. So I wouldn't doubt that they're good at doing baseball. Oh, okay. So he looks safe.
Yeah.
He totally looks safe.
Yep.
What the hell?
All right, I guess.
Right. Who is the reliever coming out?
Luke
Weaver. I don't mind this. I don't mind. I mean, he's
4-1,
been-
2.63 ERA.
Okay, so from a no error to leading with 6 outs to go, dude, you just gotta deliver here. I assume after Weaver, it's going to be Clay Holmes coming in, and
I
you know
think
he's
shut out, shut down, man.
no, he's not shut down. He's a joyride every time he comes out. You're going to see.
I wish we had Clay Holmes.
You guys have a solid bullpen, though, right?
Yeah, well,
I mean, of course you don't.
Well,
Have.
Kimbrel's been pitching way better lately, yes, but he's.
Oh wait, no, you have Craig Kimbrel in your bullpen, dude.
Yes.
That guy's like the ultimate up and down. The guy's a pogo stick.
Yes, he's been very good lately, though. Didn't matter today; they didn't need him, but
the Braves have been going through a lot too. I mean, losing Ronald Acuna again. That's
not good for them.
The Braves haven't really been the Braves this year.
No.
Like, not what you'd expect out of
No. Well, no.
I mean, at least in the regular season. In the playoffs, they almost always fall apart. I mean, at least the lads, they won a World Series a few years ago.
They did.
I doubt their fan base really cares that much. But I know if the Yankees won the World Series, I'd be looking at years where we got knocked out of the playoffs for the next 5 years. I'm like, I'd be whatever about it. Ground ball, Volpe.
First
one
down.
Solid. Solid. You want to say? And this is the teeth of this lineup too. You're getting into Bobby Witt Jr. You're getting into Salvador Perez. This is a part of the lineup that you want your relievers to not screw around with. No, like, I hate relievers who screw around with their command in terms of throwing strikes and walking hitters. And although Bobby Witt Jr., I guess it's kind of a case where you can maybe pitch around him a bit. When relievers do that at the bottom of the lineup with the heart of the order coming up, that's something you don't want to see. Like what Schreiber just did in the top of the eighth. That basically that blew the entire lead for the Royals. Like, they screwed around with the bottom of the lineup. He gave up a home run to statistically one of the worst hitters in the bigs. And then the top of the lineup comes up, and they paid for it to the tune of a couple of runs. Well, 3 runs, actually. Yeah, it was a 3-run top of the eighth. All the scoring has come from 2 innings. I think it was the 4th where the Royals went up 2-0, and then the Yankees went up 3-2 in the top half of the 8th. As is a 3-1 count to Bobby Witt Jr. Guy's just been amazing. I mean, he'd be an MVP candidate if it weren't for Aaron Judge.
Yeah. I think Judge is blocking out everybody.
3-1.
And he walked.
Yeah, he walked. Like Bobby Witt Jr., he's a guy, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with
putting him on?
I'm okay with walking Bobby Witt. Here's Vinny Pasquantino, the
Italian stallion. Like,
okay, do not use that nickname lightly. The Italian stallion is reserved for one guy, reserved for Rocky Balboa.
Right. He defeated all of Russia.
He tore down
back in 1985.
He tore down the Iron Curtain single-handedly.
Yes, right.
But we've been over this
on Christmas Day. Yes,
there was nothing else. Nothing else. There was no political turmoil. There's don't.
Yeah, it solved everything.
Don't hit me with the nerd emoji. Well, actually, the Soviet Union was in a state of constant decline after the mid '70s. It was
Rocky.
After the strategic talks of
changed everything.
Actually, the foreign policy of Ronald Reagan, like, shut up. No, it was Rocky. Actually, Mikhail Gorbachev, the Chernobyl disaster. Chernobyl came after Rocky IV.
Yes, it did.
Coincidence? What is it? Me personally, I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Okay, now you're getting into conspiracy theories, but okay.
Please, we've supported conspiracy theories on this.
Yes,
on this show,
many of them.
You're the one who introduced me to
the Jordan one,
to the Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I believe that's not that's a conspiracy. That
fake
actually,
suspension.
I'm pretty sure that actually happened, in my opinion.
Because you're not going to suspend Michael Jordan off the gut. Because
No.
why on earth would you retire in the middle of your prime after winning 3 straight titles?
Because the commissioner told you to go take a break. That's why.
It's like, listen, man, just take a
Go.
break
2
for
years.
a couple years.
2 years to come back. We give you anything you want. No one will remember then. And it worked. It worked. It worked.
And he played baseball
play
because the Bulls owner.
Yes, Jerry Reinsdorf.
Yeah, Jerry Reinsdorf, who's a despicable hack, by the way.
Sure.
He threw on the pound. Oh, swing and a miss. Count 3-2. Big pitch coming here. Ideally, he sort of rolls one over, but I don't know.
Yeah, he might.
He was swinging for somewhere, not on this world. I know that for sure. He was trying to hit a satellite with that.
Oh, 3-2.
And imagine if Aaron Judge took steroids.
He'd have like
I was just thinking about
100 home runs.
Like, I'm just thinking about if it was physically possible
Sure.
to hit a baseball literally into orbit. And then it got me thinking, like, who's the one guy who could do that?
That would be him.
That automatically made me land on Aaron Judge. And then I'm
Maybe
like,
him. Stan could do it.
I'm like, okay, if Aaron Judge took steroids, I'm sure he could probably
There goes
hit.
the runner. Doesn't matter. He walked him. All right.
Oh, man, I do not like this.
2 on.
Every
1
time I put my eyes on high leverage Yankee relievers, they end up not throwing strikes. It's like I hear so much about Luke Weaver being amazing, and then I actually tune in to watch him pitch, and then I see him just not throw strikes and get himself in the jams. That is one problem that I actually do have with this team. The bullpen has a propensity to walk hitters, and it's a bad habit to get into because you're adding unnecessary leverage to your outing. And oh God, Salvador Perez. Oh no!
for 6 with a home run versus
I do not.
Luke Weaver.
Oh, they actually put a C on his jersey to signify that he's the captain.
I think he's earned it.
I mean, you want to talk about guys who are career Royals in the 2000s. You don't really come up with a lot of people. And Perez has been a Yankee killer for his entire career. I don't like this. He's hitting, oh my God, 379 with runners in scoring position this year. Oh, dude, I do not like this.
Overall average of 298.
I don't like this at all. Oh, no. This is bad.
Blowing outside.
Oh, my God, dude.
Ball 1.
Dude. Throw strikes. Throw strikes. That's the thing that the Yankees need to do at the deadline. They need to just trade for a reliever who doesn't screw around. They just need a guy who can throw strikes. Dude, please. Please. Okay. That's foul. Don't drop. Thank you, Soto. Is he tagging?
Nope.
No, he's not.
Nope.
Soto's got an all right
good
arm. He's got an all right arm out in right field. That's a lucky break if you're Luke Weaver, dude.
I agree.
Getting that guy
To fly out.
to pop out. Just to pop out with
Runners
the bases
don't
loaded,
advance.
1 out. And then all of a sudden you just need any kind of out and you're out of this inning. You just get this guy out. Please. Please get him out. I will say the Bally score bug for baseball is not bad.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I think Bally Sports is a soulless.
It's an inferior organization.
I mean, I do think it's just a bad, just over. They're an oil conglomerate. They're an oil conglomerate,
Yes.
and they own a chain of sports networks.
Right.
Why?
I give you 1 reason: money.
Although the RSNs are losing money hand over fist nowadays. Everyone except for Yes.
Yes.
Everyone except for SMY, like everything in the New York area is fine. Because those are just, they're subsidized by the teams themselves. You have the Yes Network is subsidized by the Yankees. SMY, and I think SMY is still owned by the Wilpons. So there's something complicated there. I think Steve Cohen's eventually going to buy out SMY.
All right.
And MSG is just, MSG is owned by the Rangers and Knicks. And so they basically just loan themselves out to the Devils and Islanders and Sabres for some reason. The Sabres being on MSG is always been weird to me.
3-1 on Velasquez.
Oh man, dude, my heart rate is way too slow. My heart rate's way too low for this. I gotta lock in. Hold up. Oh man. Oh, 3-1,
Looking
please.
for a pitch
please,
to hit
please,
here.
Please. Okay, nice.
Somewhere through a 93 mile per hour fastball. Cutter.
Dude, please, just don't do anything funny. I want nothing funny. I'm a Yankee fan. I don't like fun. Fun for others is bad for me, and I don't like it. I like fun, but only my type of fun. Let me have some fun here, Luke. Come on.
Oh. Borderline pitch.
Oh!
Borderline. Probably should have swung at it. Framed,
that was
framed very well.
Jose Trevino. That's
no. Too
that
close.
Was,
too close to take. I'm gonna tell you.
That was framed pretty well. That was low. That was low, but
not egregiously low.
That's what that looked. That
wasn't.
Is
that the knees?
That wasn't. If you look at I'm talking about the zone that they put on the screen.
Oh, we'll be seeing a replay again.
I'm sure they'll show.
Should have swung at that. Should at least fouled it off. Too close to take.
That's oof, man. Although if he swung at it, we'd be saying, "Oh, he swung at ball 4."
Possibly.
Okay, I got the replay.
Wow, that was quick.
Okay, I'm looking at the replay on Twitter.
Okay.
It's
on the line.
It's
on the line.
Not the worst.
No, not at all.
It's
good. You know what? That was a great pitch.
I've seen worse.
That was a great pitch. We've seen some of the Angel Hernandez like strike zone.
Angel Hernandez. Thank God is
he's on a golf course right now. Yes.
They got this game better not go to extra innings. It's like, dude, I'm playing golf. I got golf later.
Well, so far so good. So.
No, I don't want Clay Holmes to have one of his
meltdowns.
I don't want Clay Holmes to have one of his troll innings.
Okay.
I don't want him to troll me.
He's looked pretty good so far.
You're jinxing him, aren't you?
No.
You're trying.
No, I'm telling the truth.
No, all kidding aside, dude, Clay Holmes.
Telling the truth. He's been great.
All kidding aside, Clay Holmes has been really good.
He's great. Probably going to make the All-Star team.
Yeah, he is. A lot of Yankees are going to make the All-Star team this year. You got, Judge and
Judge for sure.
Barring
Luis Hill for sure.
Barring bad health.
Yes.
But I want to preface this by saying,
barring
injury.
Sure. Okay.
You got Judge, and you got Soto. Judge and Soto are locks. Luis Hill's got to be. I don't know if he's starting the All-Star game, but I think he's got to be at least in consideration to start it.
Do Judge or Soto participate in the home run derby?
Judge has said he's not participating in it unless it's at Yankee Stadium. It would be boring. Whatever home run derby he'd play in, he'd win. And he went on the worst stretch of his career when he won the home run derby, the one time he played in it, which I will admit was one of the most entertaining things I've ever seen on TV. As Judge, might strike out for the 4th time in this game. And
Nope.
he
Stays alive.
Just fouled that one off.
Stays alive. Do we see a golden sombrero?
I don't know, dude.
We will find out shortly.
It's an OPS of 1122. Even
It's ridiculous.
Oh my god! Like even with the now 4
did he?
strikeouts, Jesus,
That wasn't even close.
oh my god. Okay, so he's at least Royals fans have that. They struck out Aaron
golden
Judge
sombrero,
4 times.
everybody.
Also, since when did Seth Lugo become?
Jeez, that wasn't even close. What was he looking at? Maybe he's got a tee time he's trying to get to.
I mean, no. He knows I have a tee time that I'm trying to get to, and he's trying to get it.
That wasn't even close.
I mean, except for that. I mean, hey, dude, Juan Soto. I mean, Soto delivered in the spot that he needed to deliver in, as he has all year, pretty much. Like, I have yet to see Juan Soto like spit the bit in a clutch situation.
No, that's
like this. You're like high leverage.
That's why you got him, right?
It's like high leverage.
That's why you got him.
You need to get a hit here,
and he does.
Like runner in scoring.
He did it
position,
twice.
like tie the game or take the lead or bullet tab. Every time it's like, okay, we'll like he just gets the hit.
Libra Torres.
These guys are trying to get back on the plane. I got it.
It's a short ride from Kansas City back to New York. Only about 2 hours.
You would know. Torres fly ball center field.
Oh,
look at that. Can Torres get to that? Nah, he's just gonna jog in the second.
Take the double.
But yeah, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. Sure, there are some people like the WFAN callers like, hey, Evan, first time, long time. It's Tony in Bayside. Although actually, Bayside's near Queens, dude. The Bayside's Met fans. Hey, it's Tony in Bayonne. I just wanted to tell you, I really don't like what Glaber did on that double where the guy he dove, he missed the ball, and he should have gone for third. He wasn't busting his hump out of the box. I feel like he could have scored, and if he got to third, it could have made a huge difference there. And not like Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo, despite ignoring all that, Anthony Rizzo, he's a good ball player. He does a lot for this team, and the Glaber Torres, they should have gotten rid of that bum years ago. He's lazy, and I'm drawing this out. I'm drawing this out because I
That's good. Keep going.
I had nothing. I had not really much planned.
1 and 2.
The only thing I really had premeditated going into the show was the WNBA rant.
Yes.
And then I had that rant, and now I
know, now you're just...
I want this Yankee game to be wrapped up. I want ideally the Yankees win. Ideally, I want the Yankees to win this game after this inning so I can go home. I can get this episode, on track to be uploaded, so I don't miss. So I don't miss it.
And then
last
you can
week.
go play golf.
I don't miss it, so I can go play golf. Please, I need to go play golf. 1-2. Ah, God, I thought that could have ended up in the outfield. Okay, right. 3 more outs. 3 outs. Come on.
3 outs.
Come on, just get this over with. Get this over with. This is mid coming up here. Mid. You shouldn't. This shouldn't be
Walters,
an issue.
Yes.
I don't know who these guys. The guys who? I don't know who those guys are. I don't know who they are. Don't give me a reason to know who they are after this.
Not to be underestimated, though.
Yeah, I know they're major league ball players.
Yes.
Clay HoLmes.
Anything can happen.
He's going to let the first 2 runners on, and he's going to have me in a...
That's when you start going nuts.
That's when I started to. Clay HoLmes, every time I watch him pitch, I saw him...
Every time? He's striking out the side?
The last couple of years, he's been every time I've watched him, or ever since the first half of 2022, every time I've watched Clay Holmes in a save opportunity, it's been more difficult than it's had to be. Except for a couple except for a couple of occasions. The final game of the Giant series, he had the 1-2-3 inning, and it was light work for him. As for the other times I've watched him, he's been a heart attack.
Right.
Like some Yankee fans call him Cardiac Clay in an endearing way, but I don't find that to be endearing. Although I'm assuming Clay Holmes is going to be the one pitching, and they're not running it back with Luke Weaver. But
nope,
he's on the box score right now.
He's on the box score.
Okay, so it's going to be Clay Holmes coming in, who has
1.13 ERA. I mean, I will take that any day.
Yeah, so of course I'll take
I will
it.
take that any day.
That's the way he gets that. He's not a guy I feel safe with 100% of the time on, like, in a high leverage situation on the mound. My God, that's a beautiful looking studio right there.
I mean, you can't have Rivera like every year.
I know we can't have Mariano Rivera every year, but I'd really like to.
Okay, 19 for 22 save
really
opportunities.
You can't have Mariano Rivera every year, but you can have close.
Is not allowed to home run.
Mariano Rivera has not. Dude, you're trying to.
I am.
See, he has an opponent average of 248. That's not a shutdown.
No, it's respectable.
It's respectable, but it's not someone you'd
No.
think is a ridiculously amazing elite reliever. His first pitch, fly ball, one pitch.
One pitch,
and
1 out.
1 out. Okay,
Oh, we made it.
I did not like the way Soto.
That was a little defensive catch, but okay.
I mean, that,
Well, he's making fun of himself.
He was like,
He's making fun of himself. It's like, whoa.
He's like, oh, that's right in the sun too.
Like,
Those have got to be strong sunglasses.
It's like, hey, was that about to hit me in the face? Like, almost.
Oh God, imagine if that hit him in the face. A little outside there. Sinker clocked in at 96, 1-0. Shocker, Clay Holmes throwing a ball. Oh man, I was about to say, dude, that was like right in the sun. That's a tough. But the sun is pointing directly out into right field because I'm looking at Clay's shadow.
Yes, it's right directly behind him.
It's directly like at Soto. So
yeah, well, late afternoon.
I mean, late afternoon, like
3:30 is Central Time in Kansas City.
Imagine living in a different time zone. Imagine being able to watch your sports at a reasonable hour. That's ridiculous. The central standard time people have it made. Oh my God, is that foul?
Ball.
Please tell me that's foul.
That was a
Thank
foul ball.
God that was foul.
Oh yeah, you want to talk weird? When I was in Hawaii, it was 6 hours back. So
That must have been.
I was following baseball at noon. It's like night baseball at noon.
I mean, you're watching baseball while eating.
And I think there was a 1 o'clock game.
Eating your like third serving of the breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter like where I'm at. If I'm at a hotel and there's a breakfast buffet, I'm only eating bacon and like pancakes.
Well, we go for the big money items. Yeah, man. But yeah, I think there was a 1 o'clock game I had to follow at 7 in the morning. There might have been a 4 or 5 game I had to start watching, start paying attention to at 10 in the morning. It's kind of nice actually. Game over. Go about the rest of your day. It was kind of nice.
Especially if your team wins. I mean, that's a
which the Orioles did all last week when I was out there.
I mean, that's a boost to the rest of your day. Like when the the Giants won in London
yes.
against the Packers, that just gave me a boost to the rest of my day because I had the Giants already won. I had that dopamine boost. I don't think I had homework, and I just got to watch football the entire rest of the day. Oh my God!
Be safe.
Oh God, dude.
Whoa, that was a.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
A weird play.
Don't let this be one of the unlucky Clay Holmes blown saves where the balls are hit on the ground, but they're hit on the ground in just the right spot for the guy to get on. Because see, that got just in between of. That got just by Holmes.
He probably should have picked it up and ran with it.
I mean, maybe he could have. Maybe,
It
dude.
just kind of died right at the end too.
I mean, yeah, that's just a weird.
That was very weird.
I mean, that's just a tough situation, dude. This guy has a 554 OPS. Don't nibble on this guy.
Yeah, go right at him.
Come on, double play ball, and end this game right here.
Well, there you go. Oh, foul.
Okay, just like double play ball, like there's a grounder to like short or second, and just end the game right here. I don't want anything funny. I want nothing funny. I want this to just end on a double play, no home run, just double play. That's a strike.
That's a strike. All right, 0-2 count.
Now I would preferably just get him to beat one into the ground, but not beat into the ground where it's a dribbler and he'd beat out the double play. Ground ball, second base on the second. They'll just get one. Okay, so it was a ground ball, and he looked like he was like Melendez looked like he was going crazy out of the box. That was a really nice play by Gleyber Torres there. I mean, turning around and just on a dime and throwing it to short. That is a legitimately difficult play. Like, you don't think about it, watch the replay, it's like, oh my God. Okay, this is the 9-hitter. You can't let anything funny happen here. There you go. There you go.
Let's go right at him.
Just attack him.
Go right at him.
Just attack him. Dude, this guy has
Kyle Isbell.
This guy has a 624 OPS. Just attack the guy. Just be straightforward and attack him. Low sinkers. One fouled away.
Foul ball.
Okay.
0-2 count.
Okay, one more strike. Just wrap this up so I can wrap the show up.
And
so
go hit your tee time.
So I can go home and play golf.
Yeah.
So I can go home and then just upload it and then just be on my way. Come on, 0-2.
Oh, right on the upper corner.
That wasn't really framed that well.
Right up in the upper corner.
That wasn't framed. Like that's why that wasn't called a strike. That was just a bad frame job. I mean, if you're not setting up and out for a sinker.
Inside, 2-2.
That was an okay frame job, but dude, this is the 9-hitter. Nothing funny. You don't want to have Bobby Witt Jr. come up here in this inning. You don't want to don't turn this lineup over, please. Please don't turn this lineup over. Dude, you had an 0-2 count. You had an 0-2 count. Stop this. Stop this. This is ridiculous. This is why I don't trust Clay HoLmes, because he does this all the time. Dude, just don't screw up. Throw a strike. Strike. Oh my God.
Hit up the middle.
Oh my God, dude. See, this is why I don't trust Clay HoLmes. Bottom of the lineup.
Runners at first and third.
Bottom of the lineup, and he screws around. He gets the count full, and then the guy just dunks a base hit in the center field. And all of a sudden, the tying run's on third, and the winning run's on first, and the top of the lineup is coming up. That's the type of pitch you throw with the count at 0-2, and the guy's maybe not looking the swing. See, like, I don't trust the guy. I straight up don't trust him because every single outing is like this. Every single outing, his ERA is one of the most deceiving ERAs in the sport. Because again, dude, imagine this in October. This isn't going to fly in October. I don't trust Clay HoLmes in a high leverage situation. I don't trust him to prevent runs from scoring. This is a bad situation. And I don't care if that little dribbler up the first baseline was a bit of a fluky hit and this game would have been over if they weren't just so unlucky. But here's the thing, man. Like, now you got the crowd into it. If the Royals win this game, they forget about the previous three. They don't care. They'd get a comeback against a guy who was billed to them as one of the most dominant relievers in the sport. Meanwhile, every team does this, no matter how good or how bad. Now you have Bobby Witt Jr. on deck. The game could potentially be tied by the time he comes up. Dude, I can't with this guy. Every single time he pitches, and now he just spiked the pitch in the dirt. Like, I can't with him. I can't. I don't care. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who holds this opinion about him. I might be wrong, but every single time I watch this guy pitch, he ends up in a bad situation where he's one bad pitch away from losing the game. And now, like, Juno, you have one of the best hitters, one of the best players in the game on deck, and you're doing this. 2-0 with 2 outs, runners on first and third. This game, if you're a shutdown reliever, this game's over by now.
Foul ball, but ooh.
No, that's fair.
Fair?
See? And now you just lost the game. See? That's why I don't trust Clay Holmes. That is why I don't trust Clay Holmes in major spots. This guy sucks.
Walk-off winner.
This is why I don't trust Clay Holmes. Now, look, I'm going to go on Yankee Twitter, and the first thing I'm going to see is, wow, Clay really got so lucky. They're saying it was because, dude, I hate this. Dude, turn it off. Turn it off. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, my God. That inning just proved my entire point about Clay Holmes. That is why I don't trust him. He lets multiple runners on every single inning, and it's gonna end up biting you in the ass in situations like that where you have an opportunity to sweep a team who's good, and now you have them with the moral victories. That's good for baseball. That's good for baseball, which is bad for the Yankees. Royals fans are gonna forget about the first 3 games where you tarred and feathered them in their own ballpark. Clay Holmes is the most fugazi reliever in the sport. He sucks, he sucks, he sucks. Because of innings like that, you cannot trust a reliever like that to be your closer. Your most trustworthy arm in a situation like in the ALCS. Imagine you're on the road in Houston, ALCS, even though the Astros suck this year, but okay. Like Cleveland. You're in Cleveland. Game 4 of the ALDS, you're down to 1, you have an opportunity to close out the series.
Yes.
That has an alarming chance of happening.
That cannot happen.
Clay Holmes does that all the time. He does that all the time. I'm ending this off here. I have to play golf. I have to upload this episode. Screw this team. Games like that are why I'm never going to put my full faith in this team, because they trust guys like Clay Holmes to go out there, and he has the ERA went up. I don't trust Clay Holmes to be this team's closer. Dude, Clay Holmes he's so bad. He's so bad. I hate Clay Holmes so much.
And the Yankees remain 2.5 up for the Orioles. All right, thank you for the loss.
And now, you have an opportunity to gain a game on the Orioles where you're up in the 9th inning. Clay Holmes, one of the most deceiving reliever in baseball. I'm ending this. All right. Anyways, make sure, don't forget. Okay,
subscribe.
Okay, from Ming Chen and a Shared Universe podcast studio. I am Cameron Lee. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.